See if we are on. All right. And we're live. See how well it sounds. Okay. Music is very loud. So let's put down the music a bit. You can go first. The music is still a little too loud. Check, check, check. Oh. How can I choose? So just remember that I'm listening to the music on this thing. But I can't tell if the music. Let's check. Let's double check. All right, let me check this thing is working. All right, we are cooking. All right, let me just one last thing. Let's check that this is. All right, so this. All right, so the music is not loud at all. Just put music on. Let's see. Okay, check, check, check. So today we're drawing musicians. We're doing about an hour of figure drawing of musicians. Here I can just bring this down. All right, so here we go. For this first man, you guys can't see it on TikTok. Let's see how we will see. So this is my first drawing of the night. It's gonna be very rough. Usually the first ones are pretty rough. Okay, let me just go back to listen to this podcast. Today, I did want to go live on Twitch as well, but want to keep it simple because that way nothing lags. Everything seems to be doing pretty good. All right, so we're starting with this old guy. And he got some long beard. Got a nose pointing down. So I'm just doing some basic musicians. Okay. So I recently started playing the guitar, and I just been wanting to drummer musicians. So I had the idea to create a new character, and he plays the guitar and the kashaka's, which are new instruments that I'm getting into music, and I just think it's cool to reflect what I'm living with characters that I can create and relate to. So this guy is looking down, like an old guy, and an acoustic electric guitar. Alright, so this guitar's going down this way. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot was the timer. But I guess for this one we can do no timer. Let's go down straight. Oh, I didn't notice there was a dog in this picture. So as you see, the guitar is a round instrument, but it's easier to draw a straight line and then sort of like a rectangle, and then just bring out the curves out of that. So now you guys can see it on TikTok. TikTok over here. So I don't have to worry about there we go. Alright, this is working. So we got an old guy here. I guess the guitar's bent more this way. So again, this is my first sketch of the night. Tonight I'm drawing musicians. It's got a bunch of mainly guitar players, but see if I find other like trumpet players and stuff. Just because I've been getting into music, like I said, and it's exciting. It's exciting to get into music and draw musicians. I have a couple of friends that we might meet up this week to start making music, but I don't know how that's gonna go. It's like super improvised, and yeah, been learning to play different instruments. So may move on to the next one. Alright, we got a dog over here. It's just Bit of a rectangle. Got a paw over here coming to his leg. Let's see. Got a long leg over here. So I used to do a lot of live streams at one point, and then I just stopped. And at that time, I was drawing a lot of Dragon Ball Z characters. And yeah, today I'm doing a figure session. I'm supposed to do it on Friday. I was supposed to do it yesterday. But yeah, it didn't happen. Let's see. Okay. We got the body. And let's see right over here. Hello, welcome to the stream. Today I'm just doing some musicians playing music, some are petting their dogs. And yeah. All right. These are pretty rough. This one is more exciting. So now save some of these. Just gonna do this guy jumping in the air. And I'm gonna do them again pretty loose. So we have a guy flying pretty much in the air. And I'm trying to move my whole elbow when I'm drawing. So the lines might be pretty sharp. We got a knee over here. The other leg comes down over here. If you guys have any questions, let me know. It's gonna be pretty rough until I feel comfortable. Then I'll probably start drawing some more things in different style. So we have the guitar over here under his wing. We got our shoulder comes up here. Hey, what's up, Andrew? Ashley, welcome. We're just doing some figure drawings of musicians. Alright, so his hand comes all the way over here. It's holding the neck. This other guy. Okay. Let me see if I can put some for you guys on TikTok so you guys can watch me only. Let's see. Background noise. And just the mute. This is here. Playbook. Music. Let's get some party music. Let's do some jazz. Let's see how that sounds. No, that's pretty good. Get some music too. See. this little hat over here. So look at the door. Let's see what this guy looks like. Okay. It's the second drawing of the night. Actually, let me just open this guy up and put him down here. I'm just gonna line them up as they go. And these are just rough. Figures. And as I'm going, I'm gonna be finding shapes of shapes to just lock it in place and to measure distance and things like that. One of the best shapes to use are usually boxes or ovals. And that way you can just get some things right off the bat, like accurate, somewhat measured. Oops. I am drawing the wrong layers. This usually happens when you don't lock layers. So I can just cut and paste and then merge these two. Oops, didn't do anything. Okay, let's see. There we go, cut and paste. And merge. Let's put this guy back a little bit. Whoop. Pencil's flying out my hand. There we go. Now I can make the shape of the guitar. Figure this out. Okay. As you can see. I think after this, I'm gonna start timing myself just to go a little faster. I got an eye over here, nose, and the mouth. Alright, there we go. So this is super rough. Now I can create some separation. Let's create some details. How you guys been tonight? In New York, it's a little rainy, cold. In May, it's supposed to be spring, still feels like winter. So, nothing else to do for me but draw too. Let's see. This in. So, let's finish there. The second guy. Let's see. Can I just put a timer over here? Let's see, put a timer. Timer. Where's the clock? Let's do 15 minutes. Where do we started? Start. 29 seconds. Wait, put 30. Cancel. Do 10:15. Start. Bring this down. And we got one thing. And then we got this. And get out. Stop. There we go. 14 minutes. Really like this feature of the iPad that you can just make floating windows and just move them around. Looks pretty good. All right, let's go next. Oh, that one's really cool. So that's where I want to get to. So you can save this for future references. And time is running. Let's do, all right, let's go to my board. We got March artist. Let's do this little boy. 13 minutes. Let's see. We have a new layer. Boom. So at this point, I already went to my two rough sketches. Now my eyes are a little bit sharper. And that's how this works, right? So we draw, and as you progress, you start noticing things or start getting sharper, start noticing angles. So now I can put a little more details in the first two. Cierra la punta más si te quieres. So now my lines are less wild and less messy. Move this guy a little more. So I'm able to tell more angles. And my lines are a little more careful. Now at this point, I can also see more shapes. So on these two, you can see they're super rough. And you can vaguely make out what they are. Now this is gonna be about 13-minute sketch. And I'm just going around, just putting down some lines, but being a little bit more decisive about my shapes. Even though I'm going over the line twice, it's one of the things I like to. Hey, what's up, Mighty? What's up, what's up? Okay. This little boy has, so one of the things is the hands. Usually I like to do like this little triangle thing just as a placeholder, and I'm seeing the angles. So that's a trumpet, or help me out, what instrument is this? For you guys, musicians, instruments, let me know what instrument this is. So that one behind it is a trumpet. This may be a trombone. Yeah, there's an air instrument, wind, brass. So let's do the arm. So So the hands usually do like a little cylinder. He has a little jacket coming down to here. He has a sword on his pocket. The other part of this instrument coming up from his forehead. And do this open thing right here. Here we go. Bottom part coming down. Okay. What is this? We got 10 minutes left. This line coming down. Now his legs, one is straight down, the other one comes out a little bit forward. His foot. Oops. No. I just lost it. Let me see if I saved it in my boards. Musicians. I think it's going pretty good. Where's my musicians? Would it be all the way at the bottom? This is a new board. Let me pause this real quick. Where is my musician board? Dance. There it is. I did not save it. Let's see. That's my reminder to save. Let's see if I have another trumpet player here. See if this little boy pops up. Nope. Alright, let's first save. Let's move on to this guy. Actually, let's do something simpler. Let's do this guy. Let's move this little boy down here. It's a shame it was going so well. Alright, so we're gonna open up a new one. New tab. We're gonna do, let's reset this timer to 15 minutes. There we go. Okay. This guy's in profile, so it's gonna be a lot easier. Fedora, go right here. It's in shadow, a lot of the face. So just gotta make up the shapes. Let's make this a little bit rounder. Smaller now. Straight. I'm just gonna do a straight line over here, just to indicate where this will go. There. Do you guys play any instruments? Let me know in the chat what instruments you play. Is it start? What's up? What's up? Welcome. I don't know if you guys play any instruments or what music that you're into. Let me know also if you guys went to see the Michael Jackson movie. What you guys think? If Jafar did a good job playing Michael. Assuming, oops. What's wrong with this thing? Some limits. Erase this. And we got 9 minutes left, and haven't done much. All right, let's zoom out. Zoom this out. Hand over here. Let's do a cylinder. Oh, over here. Some fingers. So we have something here. Always gotta clean it up. And okay. All right, let's finish this instrument. You know, one finger, we have two fingers, and then we have third finger here. Mhm. All right, finish pretty much done. You know why I got bored on this one. Oh wow, that's pretty complex. Let's see this guy. Let's go here. Did I lose? I think we lost something. And where's the camera? Can sorry, 1 second. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To skip this guys. Let's see if I have some jazz. Let's put two. What's this? Let's go with color. Yeah, and let's go here. 15 minutes in. Huh? Right. You can walk and try. Mhm. We got eyes closed on this guy. We got this guy. Mhm. All right, I'm gonna rush over here. We got 13 minutes left. Probably won't need all that time. Lock that out. It's on the little higher. Welcome up. Some musicians playing music. And I just jumped in. These are the ones I've done so far. And uh, yeah, trying to get a little I've been a little drawing. Haven't been drawing that much. So this is just my way to motivate myself to draw, to keep myself accountable and actually draw. You know, sometimes I just need a little bit of pressure to get going. Yes, eyes closed. Just do this here real quick. This is pretty complex. So how do I do that? Just like to measure things, like so the whatever trumpet that is, whatever wind, much same height as his head. The oval comes much in this angle, and sound that way. There we go. We have fingers. And just that. But since it's complicated, all I'm doing is a box. I do a line that comes back this way, and that's like a pipe. Okay. And the other finger's going this way. Under his pants, he's wearing sort of high water. I mean, high waisted pants. Let's do some of this shoulder. lines. Okay, and what else? The pants coming down this way. Okay. And I believe that's that. We have 8 minutes left. Oh, that's there, good. That music. Because I have music here playing. I have a jazz track. Let's see. Just gonna do some shadows here just to separate some of the details and get more details in. Let's zoom in a little bit better. Okay, let's do some of the shadow. Let's change this eraser to a soft pastel erase. Let's see how that erases. Yeah, that's pretty good. Make it a little small. See slips going up this way. Not fully it's not direction too good. Let's see this. That's much better. Push it that way. We have shadow that covers all of this. Feels nice to draw again after almost a month not finishing or not doing a lot of consistent figures. Alright, so here when I'm drawing these figures, I like to jump around. I don't like to stick in one area for too long, just so that things start making coming shape or stuff. Okay. Okay. Just go that in. I'm just gonna call this in. And so see how I can interpret this instrument to my best of my speed ability. Okay, with that color, just shading in pencil. Let me see. I'm just gonna try to color this thing. Just looking for the shapes. There. Let's see. We have some wrinkles over here. So the expressions usually will come from the eyebrows, the nose, the face. Uh, yeah. Okay. So with this one, get a little bit closer. Let's just finish that hand over here. Just give some shadows. And all these things are just in shadow, so you don't get to see much of the details. Sky. All right, we have something. Nothing too precise per se. But you can tell he's blowing a horn. It's pointing up. All right, let's shrink them down. We can finish this. Let's close this up. Let's see. What do we get? This looks interesting. Let's first save this guy. And start those timers. We can start. Down. Go. And for this guy, I'm gonna put a square head of some sort. Shape it again. And right away we can bring down the pickle. I think this is called the pickle. And flute. Okay. So we have the eyes sort of looking down. Over here, the lips over here. And add just this little piece. nose is over here. Let's do something about triangle. How long have we been going? Been going for about 56 minutes. So we got 4 minutes. We can end in an hour. See what this sounds like. We have an ear that comes out here. Let's make his head a little bit more. So his eyes are going down. He's pretty into his flute at this point. Just gonna draw some shadows over here. Got an eyebrow. It's the bridge. It's nose. And let's draw the lips. Got mustache coming down. Other side. Just color the lips a little bit. And oh yeah, yeah. I think the Discord link is not that good. I have to update that. I haven't been updating a lot of things lately, so I apologize for that. I'm just getting back into streaming and pretty much getting back to the community. Been a little MIA. Sorry about that, but let me see. Yeah, if you find me, send me a DM. I'll send you the Discord link. Just so sometimes I'll do like drawing hangouts, which are pretty cool. Just draw and talk, and then I stream at the same time. My apologies about that. Six. There. You're an artist? Remind me if we've met, if we've conversed before. Let me. All right, so let me close up these on the bottom here. When you say no, what do you mean by no? Forgot about me. It's been a little while. Mike. Sorry if I've forgotten, but usernames change and but remind me. It's from high school. From high school. What's your name? All right. Let's see. Oh, what up, Alex? Hey, good to hear from you. How you been, man? Where are you these days? What part of the world have you been uh, traveling to? Mhm. Oh, you're in NYC? Where? I just got back to New York in February. Maybe we should meet up, man. Joe ended up moving to Florida. He has a son now. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I'll send you some stream elements. Sí, el viejo. El viejo went to Florida. You did you go to Hawaii from last summer? I don't know if you were in Hawaii. Oh, okay, let's see. I think I was. Oh, it was Japan. Oh, okay. Nice. How was Japan? I had another friend just go to Japan in like November. I didn't. Oh yeah, 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 I remember. I remember. I remember. I saw you one time, I think in Harlem, or walking, and we had a brief conversation. You told me that's cool. That's cool. Cool, cool, cool. I guess so. What was your favorite part about being in Japan? And did you learn any Japanese? Mm, Arigato. Nice. Ah, how long were you out there for? So I can show you over here. Food and the people, nice. Very nice. I'm sure some people spoke to you in Japanese off the bat, huh? 2 years. Wow. That's so cool. Beside his hand. So for the hand, like sort of like that diagonal rectangle over here. They thought I was from, yeah, I bet, right? You have the same hairstyle still? That was one thing that I always remember about you. I was like, that stood out. I told them all the adopt. Yeah, that stood out to me right away the first day that I met you. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I was just talking about you the other day. I was saying how we got chosen to be in these special classes in school. Pretty interesting how we got chosen. Yeah, you cut yours. Yeah, I ended up cutting all my hair, but growing it out again. Okay, Google, you are too invasive. Start talking. I just connected a Google Home today, and anytime you say Google, everything talks at the same time. Trying to see if I keep it or take it off. That's what's up, though. Have you lived in other places in the US? All right, let's see if I can just uh, pop through this details. okay. Yeah, I was in Arizona for a bit. Usually people go out there when they're in like military stuff. Oh, I was in Connecticut about 2 years, about a year or so. Let's get this one. Yes. Did you get into, let's see, how's it worship? 7. How was that life? Went to Europe and the Middle East. How was the life of being in a ship for 7 months? Mm, South. Ah, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's like the part of the thing, right? Like you sign up, and now you gotta go through with everything as things come up. But I'm glad that was shorter than 2 years. Sure, it was nice to walk around Europe and Japan. Nice. Yeah, I bet you formed some good like bonds with people. We got big. Mhm. Wish done it. Oh, really? How long did it take you to get into it after high school? I did it. Oh, okay. Hold on. I have a friend that's in the or was in the Marines. He was in 27 was cut off arm. Oh, okay. Oh, it's cool, man. That's glad you went through it. I hope that everything worked out the way you wished it would. Yeah, I was gonna say that my friend was in the not the Marines. He was in the Navy, and he wanted to get it to the Navy SEALs, but he wasn't able to. I think the exam was pretty intense, or the whatever quiz or test they give people was super intense. And he didn't cut. He didn't make the cut. Time was up. Listing. What's the time? Just gonna continue with this. Oh yeah, I heard it's very difficult. Yes. A casual chat about travel and lectures. Oh, wow. It's I'm on TikTok streaming as well, and they're pretty much giving the we call it like a briefing of what we've been talking. Interesting. Hmm. Oh yeah. Okay. Send me a message, Alex, whenever you can, either through Instagram or however. So maybe we can arrange a meetup sometime soon. I don't know how long I'll be in New York for. But yeah, it'll be cool to meet up. So, enter a message. What is this? Stream. What's this? Let's see. Stream setting. Oh, man. I got to put dual stream. Okay. All right, cool, cool, cool. I'll get back to you. See how we can do that. Okay. Back to Delaware. No, it's so funny you mentioned Delaware. So I moved to Delaware and then I moved there in 2019 and the beginning of 2020. And I was just there for uh like a year, like full year, and then ended up going all over. Went to Florida, went to Pennsylvania for a bit, went to Costa Rica, then came back and have been just moving around for the past 3, 4 years. Was in Philly, Arizona, New Mexico. So that was yeah, so it's not hasn't been Delaware all this time. Delaware was pretty fun. As you go to the suburb, everything gets a little boring and quiet. So yeah, Delaware was only a year. Let's get this guy. And colors. You've been there the whole time. No, I've been going around for a bit. I'll even back to New York or not. Why am I staying in New York? I have no idea. I have no idea. Trying to get this trying to get more work so I can leave, but it hasn't been I haven't been really mm, pushing for it too hard. But this month I want to get back into taking more clients and it's been I have like two clients that have been pretty steady, but in a totally different field. I've been doing video editing for them and stuff. I want to get back to drawing, animating. So I just applied for this gig. Maybe hopefully I can get it. But I gotta get back to showing up online. That's why I'm starting to do stream again. So this motivates me to keep drawing, sharing, and talking to people. I think this guy's almost done. Let's add some more details. How about you? How long are you staying in New York this time around? So small. Let's see. States. Okay. Nice. Yeah, New York is an interesting place. The thing about New York is like you have everything here, so you don't really need to go anywhere else. But the weather's a thing that calls for us, to go explore somewhere else. Arizona was really cool for us. We were going on a lot of hikes in the desert, just amazing. In New Mexico, we went to the White Sands, which I think I've heard that online only, like on like History Channel. But I never thought that I would go visit there. And that happened without me even thinking about it. So there's a lot of things to see in the world. Little by little, the world keeps opening up and showing some more magic. Do you come to Brooklyn at all? As an Oklahoma? Oh, nice. Yeah, it's good to see the whole states, man. Like I think it's a big country and we have access to go to travel. I wish it was more encouraged for us to go visit, like how Europe they do like backpacking all throughout Europe. It would be dope to for New Yorkers to go explore that side of the world, more of the West side of the United States. But once we're here, we just stay here forever, and sometimes it feels like a trap. Hell no. Uh, what'd you say hell no to? I didn't get it. I missed it. Let's see. Oh, ha ha ha. You gotta come to Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn is I don't know the last time you came, but it's a different place. I'm by Prospect Park. Uh, let's get this guy. That's legs. Let me just color it in this way. I was just in Manhattan today visiting my parents. Like Harlem, more like Harlem. All right, here we go. So comparison to the other ones, I think this one is the more decent one because again, I spent more time. I think I'm gonna do just one last one, and I'll call it a night. But I just remembered that I watched the Michael Jackson movie, so I'm gonna do Michael Jackson sketch. And then maybe I can do more. Just save it as down. So that's things. Let me stretch my legs. Nah, so I'm not much about. So I took a look. This is my mic. I'm not much of a baseball fan, but I watch a game here and there. And I think I like this pose. But let's close that out and start a new one. Boom. You still a big Yankee fan? All right, let's go with this pose. Yeah, my cousin's a big Yankee fan. Let's get this pose. This guy's going this way. Boom. Mm. Loosen up. Enter the message. Oh, I see something. Enter a message. As in, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Have you gone to South America at all, or Latin America, these past years? Central America or South America? So this one. Let's get this. Oh, nice. When was the last time you went? I was just back to the home. Oh, okay, not too long ago. I was in the hometown just in November. Oh no, September I went back and visited some family and stuff. Um, let's head to the right, to the shoulder. Which one is the next cover? Um, yeah, this one, this small. I sort of feel. Sort of feel. I sort of feel. Gotta see. Haha. Yeah, it's interesting. But the business part of the school, they introduced the super late. And it's funny that you said Miss Bolsonaro because she wasn't our principal. She was just the director of our flow. I'm sort of doing business, but just not to the level that we should, somewhat. But they did a lousy job teaching us business. And I think you were the one of the few people who got into uh, the stock market and stuff last last year of the school or something. They tried, but it wasn't enough. Mm, it's- Right. I mean, I'm covered some of that. Not really, but yeah, yeah. What would you have if you think let's say they would have done a better job teaching us some business stuff? What kind of business would you have gotten yourself into? What kind of business would you have done? Mm, mm, I would have fallen. What if I remember we're class of 20? Yeah, oh yeah. Class 2008, right before the market crashed. That's hilarious. Housing, yeah. It's pretty wild. But they always say when those things happen, it's like an opportunity for other people to, for some people to make money. Some people make money, some people lose money. Okay. The world's a very different place than when we graduated. Too many wild things have happened, but in the world, it doesn't change too much. It's different, but it's still the same thing. Let's get these pens. But I feel like this is what it's all about, man. The world has changed. We have been pushed and pulled. Well, we gotta come back, come together again, regardless of what's happening outside. We get aliens next year. Sheesh. That's for real, man. That's crazy. That's how everything's been piling to, right? Pointing to aliens. That's crazy. Let's see. Yeah, didn't see you. You didn't see. Didn't see coming up this last few days. Yeah, seen some things and uh it's a lot happening, right? Be paying attention to everything, but I know with AI now it's much easier also to sell that idea. The world's a very funny place, but we just gotta stay level headed. If there's aliens, man, if aliens come out next year, you're like, oh yeah, they've been here, they've been around. Unless just like the war breaks out of aliens, a war of the worlds. Just like not much will change unless people get affected by it directly. Yeah, it's gonna be a movie. No got Will Smith defending the world. Let's try some eyes. It's either the aliens or the robots will take over next year. Huh? Oh, turning into 2 hours almost. Oh, now 41 minutes. So, so that's just gonna be the last one, but let's do one more. My iPad says it's 9 o'clock. It's 2 a.m. They wait for truck mowers to pass for stuff. Yeah, I know, right? That was the hope, the one hope we had. Let's see. So like this. Oh, that is the last one. Let's go. Okay. Or if we get another everyone moving to Mars, that would be another crazy experience. Hey Jazz. Just doing some random Michael Jackson drawing. They went to the moon this year, apparently. Uh, Next year they're going to Mars, and the aliens would stop the ship from landing over there. All right, so yeah, there's been too many weird things happening, so we just see Smoopy Sharp. Can't wait to see this. I'm just doing some loose sketches. So I'm not gonna be. I probably won't finish this one. The one that I'll finish, I want to draw. There's like a concept that I got from the movie that I'll see if I draw sometime soon. But just yeah, just doing something loose. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Let's see. Feel like I haven't been drawing forever. So erase this bring this Sorry, I'm like listening to a podcast too, so I'm like drawing, listening to a podcast, talking, and trying to pay attention, and this just got interesting. Thank you for the likes on TikTok, yes. Appreciate it. Yeah, I gotta get back to doing these more often like I used to. Sometimes I just get stuck on thinking what to draw, what to do, and then by the time I finally have the idea, it's so too late, and then I end up doing nothing. And I just did like a stream of a video game the other day, and it just takes so much to just set up sometimes. Then your voice is slow now. Oh, really? No. Let me know if you hear me better now. Let's see. Check, check, check. Can you hear me better now? Maybe I'll just bring down the music a little bit. Check, check, check. Oh, the music went away. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. There we go. You hear me? No, okay, cool, cool. Okay. But yeah, I'm trying to get to finishing a comic book I started, and then at the same time I started learning instruments. So now I want to make music. A lot of ideas is coming out of nowhere, and yeah, it's living life and trying to make things work. Alright. Let's make this brush bigger, erase all this. Make it higher. Let me see if this thing's still here. Oh wait. Huh. Wonder how I can move this. Triangle for foot. Let's erase this. I think there's a hand way too long. There we go. So we have two Michael Jackson rough sketches. Let's make it a little bit taller. This one on the bottom here. That was 2 hours of drawing, sketching, and thank you for those who joined through, came in. Thank you, Alex, and yeah, let's connect soon. See when we can meet up. Maybe next week. Jazz, thank you for coming through and giving that TikTok some love. All right, here we have it. Thank you for yeah, hopefully I can come back sometime soon to these streams. And yeah, we'll talk. Peace out, man.